All right, mistake number one. What's the biggest mistake you've learned from? I could give you a long list of
No, I
mine,
could give
so don't
you
let me put you on the spot here.
So many. I think when I was in my 20s, I got really caught up in kind of like some horizontal oppression stuff and like petty intrigues at the expense of like real productive dialogue. And
Wait, now when you say horizontal oppression stuff, what do you mean?
That was Kathleen Hanna. No, not her. Her. And she's one of rock's most influential female voices. In 1999, Hanna would revamp the industry with her band's breakout album, Tigre. The self-titled debut project embraced political satire with catchy riffs and a do-it-yourself attitude. But the real story of Tigre begins years earlier. While fronting the band Bikini Kill and navigating her way through the frantic Riot Grrrl era, Hanna became disillusioned with the scene she found herself trapped in. Riot Grrrl put female artists front and center in the early to mid-90s, giving them the floor to call out injustice and form a community. But Hanna had a problem.
It ended up getting really hard to be the girl from Bikini Kill, or the feminazi from Bikini Kill, the man-hater from Bikini Kill. Everybody, I was either not feminist enough, not the right kind of feminist, too feminist, a sellout, they don't like your music, that, you know, you can't wear lipstick, da-da-da-da-da. There are so many expectations, and I also, as an artist, felt like I had to try to write a feminist anthem every time I sat down to write a song.
Hanna wanted to prove that she could make music that wasn't defined by the limitations of Riot Grrrl. Thus, the album was less angry and more art pop. So she teamed up with experimental artist Johanna Fateman, who frequently collaborated with Hanna on a collection of zines, and Sadie Benning, whose video diary films informed much of the aesthetic and energy of the album.
For that day to come, when I could walk the streets, people would look at me and say, "That's a dyke."
Oh, baby, why don't you talk to me? Oh, baby, you just want to answer. Oh, baby, you don't say anything. Oh, baby.
The recording process for the album began in 1998, using equipment they had on hand, which usually wasn't much. Conceptually, the album was about contradiction, a letter of rejection to what the group perceived as fake rebellion. Hanna saw firsthand the way that women were treated in the music industry and largely gatekept from a male-dominated punk scene.
I got a lot of shit, and I was really blown away by how bad it was for women musicians. And, that was like the cutest thing ever. Guys would throw stuff at me. I had a AC/DC cover band, a lead singer for an AC/DC cover band, come up to me and tell me that because I was in a band with two girls, we were a novelty act. 2 years later, his band opened for my new band, and I walked up to him and said, "Who's the novelty act now? AC/DC cover band."
So, she paired the raunchy with the political, dissecting the female experience as it relates to male oppression and art. The third track off the album, What's Your Take on Cassavetes, satirizes the way the feminist movement had been hijacked by frivolousness and pretentiousness.
What's your take on Cassavetes? 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 Misogynist. Genius. Misogynist. Genius. Misogynist.
The band was unambiguously feminist. So why did the album critique the punk feminist movement? Hanna concluded the scene she helped form had become too self-absorbed, too suburban, and too white.
I mean, like, you know, a lot of arguments that were based in semantics more than action. And I mean, people's insecurities being played off as if they were political dialogues when really they were just personal things that were recast in a political light as a way for people to gain power for themselves, like individual power. And
Just look at Courtney Love of the band Hole.
Is little Miss Dutch bitch mad because I fucked Trent? Is she mad because I fucked Brad Pitt? Is she mad because I fucked Evan? Is she mad because I married Kurt? Well, tough shit, you ugly fat goth.
The album marked a turning point, not just for the three band members, but for feminist punk as a whole, combing together themes of intersectionality and activism and a desire for true independence. Despite this, the singer never lost her edge, incorporating vocal styles prominent in her earlier works from Bikini Kill. If you don't recognize the songs I've played so far, you're likely going to recognize this one. Its playful tones, contrasted with a serious message, delivers an uncompromising dance punk manifesto. By combining parody with the political, Tigre broke the mold and made a defining work of feminist punk art. The album released in 1999 with moderate success, but its lasting legacy can't be ignored. And that's the story of how Tigre reimagined Riot Grrrl.